lot of you are facing a financial crisis right now, so I'm coming at you today with 3 things you can do to weather the financial storm. Hey everyone, Craig here, and I'm a financial coach who is passionate about helping people get out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle and finally find some peace of mind when it comes to their money. Now, I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and finances are probably something that is top of mind and becoming really stressful for you. There's a lot of people losing hours at work. There's a lot of people who are possibly losing their job. Kids are home for prolonged periods of time. What do we do with that? What do we do when income's not coming in the way it should or the way we normally have it, or when the expenses are high? So I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to stay on top of that. But first, of course, if you haven't grabbed my free financial freedom roadmap, this is your step-by-step guide out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Now more than ever, this is going to be some valuable information that's going to help you no matter where you are on this journey. So just click right up here and grab that, and I'll send it right to you. So what can you do right now during this crazy time? Well, number 1 is if you're facing any kind of an income hit, pause the debt snowball. If you're paying debt right now, pause the snowball. And what that looks like is not paying extra on debt. You're going to keep paying those minimum payments, right? But any money that you normally would be throwing down on that debt, we're going to put that into your emergency fund or into savings. We're going to build up that savings a little bit bigger so that we have a bigger cushion. The reason for that is if suddenly your hours get cut in half at work, or maybe your company gets in trouble and can't make payroll, you have a cash reserve to help you weather that storm. Now, in a perfect world, then hopefully you get to the end of this and you didn't need to touch any of that money. Well, if that's the case, then you take whatever you saved up and you throw it down on the debt like you normally would have. Mathematically, you don't lose any ground in that scenario, but you had the cushion there just in case things went bad. So that's the first thing I would do is if you're facing this situation. Number 2 is be proactive, guys. So don't just sit back and wait for bills to get behind, or wait for your government to offer maybe skipping payments on mortgages, or wait for your utility companies to reach out offering those things. Be proactive. Call your lenders, call your service providers, your utilities, your phone companies, your whatever service, anything you have, and just let them know, hey, income is dropping for us. They know what's going on right now. Let them know what's happening, that your income might be going down, and that you don't know that you can pay the bills. See if they're offering any programs right now to help with that, if there's any options to maybe alleviate some of that financial strain. Many of them right now with what's going on worldwide are willing to do that. And so depending on when you're watching this video, if you're just facing a regular old storm, explain what's going on and see if they can pause or do anything as far as your payments go. It's better to be proactive. If they say no, try calling again in a few days. Getting a different person on the phone oftentimes will give you a different result. All right, so the third thing you should be doing when facing a financial storm is budgeting. Stay on top of your budget. It's easy to throw the budget out the window whenever our income is unknown or when the expenses are going haywire. When we get out of our comfort zone and out of our routine and ritual, money can tend to spiral. And the less we have control over that, the more it's going to spiral. So even if you don't know what your paychecks are going to be, even if you know that expenses are going crazy with kids being home right now, then it's more important for you to be on top of that budget. So start budgeting on a worst case scenario. If you think you're cutting hours, or you know your hours are getting cut and you don't know what your paycheck might be, guesstimate on the low end and budget based on those numbers. Track your spending like crazy. This is the time to be doing that. Again, even if things are nuts and it's just out of your ritual, that's when it's important to stay on top of your spending. And go through your budget and see where maybe you could trim back temporarily. What things could you cut out for the time being while you're building up that savings to weather the storm? As always, guys, I am here for you. If you need anything, feel free to email me at info@craigdacey.com. There's a link in the description below to schedule a free call with me. If you need to talk through some of this stuff, if whatever's going on is stressing you out, reach out to me. It's completely free. We'll get you some clarity on how to get through this time and then to excel beyond it. All right, guys. Thanks for spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.